of Doric has been the safe refuge for the party for a couple of days now. While here, the lantern that is supposedly containing Lawrence's soul was tenderly delivered to the archdruid of the town in hopes that she would be able to identify a way to bring his soul back. In conversation with her, the party also learned that a cleric in town may have a connection to the Harbingers. You searched him out and met with Iniri Kosira, a cleric of Lathander from the Isles of Argentum. Initially met with hostilities from the party, he gracefully explained that the Harbingers, or Forecomers as he knows them, are a legend at the abbey he lived at, and were the cause of the end of the era of darkened lanterns. Of course, this is all eons ago, and to get the deep knowledge, and you may have to visit the abbey's archives. After a day out in the town, the party has returned to the cabin, ready to begin the Festival of Burning by clearing out the carriage and doing some cleaning. While doing so, Lohengrin asked a bombshell of a question to Ember, who is currently drowning his trauma in spirit. What is to be done of the deaths that you yourself have caused? The world is yours, Ember.
I think Emma definitely has some sort of alcohol in hand. Just kind of bounce the entire thing. Sit down. Goes, well, deaths I've caused, and I've caused a few. I'm not going to lie or shrug responsibility. But I I don't think I've killed a person who didn't, well, no, I can't claim self-defense for all of them, but there's situations in the world where it's killed or be killed. I'm in a lot of those. That's where all my taking of life has happened. I don't feel remorse or regret for doing what has to be done for survival. Let's put it that way.
So you haven't killed anyone who didn't deserve it in some way, suppose is what you're saying?
I suppose it is, yes.
Ah, okay. What about a situation in which they didn't deserve it?
What do you mean?
I I have found myself responsible for the deaths of a great many people around me back where I'm from. I feel as though no, there's no diluting the truth. Had I not been around them, they would have lived much longer. I'm not The festival has given me a lot of thoughts about it, and I figured since your group seems to have adventured, certainly you might have encountered something similar. An accident or a miscommunication, perhaps.
These deaths that happened, did you cause them personally? Did you do it?
I, yes. If not through direct action, then proximity. I know if I had not been near them, they would not have died.
Did you know that beforehand or after?
After.
Well, that is. You didn't know. Why give yourself guilt for something you were not aware of?
Why would why would ignorance save me from any guilt? They're still dead.
They are. And will guilt change it?
I suppose not.
No. I find people, including some members of party, worry too much about things they cannot change. See, me, I'm fine with it. I have made peace with the world being cruel and evil and taking and demanding and cruel. I'm fine with that now. I know I can't change that, so I just live in the world now. And I'm happy.
He says while taking liver damage.
Absolutely. He says that as he like pours another drink.
So you you don't fear about contributing to the coolness of this world.
I don't think I'm important enough to make a mark on the world. So few people are.
You're definitely wrong. You would
Okay.
I feel
Yeah.
as though that's a notion shared by a lot of people I've met here. But the individual actions of one person can greatly affect the course of others, whether you intention them or not.
What I've found, because we have been traveling for a little while and we've been doing a lot of things, we have been trying to change things, this little group of us. But what I've seen, no matter how much we do, what we try to do, there's still hatred, there's still war, there's still whatever those people who hate the Knowles and the Beast people, whatever they're on, they still exist. We didn't change that. As we stopped their big blowing up the moon plan, but they're still out there. They're still doing terrible shit. Still being supported by an entire system. System doesn't change. We can do minor things, but the systems and people in charge will never change. They don't want to. We here on the ground, we're on the road. We try to live what little life we have. And then that's it. And then at some point, somebody chops our head off in a tiny prison cell while all your loved ones watch us. That's what happens.
I'm sorry for your loss, Ember. But do you truly think that your party was of no consequence to the people of that town? Evil or not as they may, I don't know the scope of it, but I was under the impression that your participation was in some way responsible for its sacking.
We opened the gate. That's what we did. Or pulled down a gate, whatever. Metaphorical sense. That's all we did. And then war happened. And how all wars happens. We couldn't change how that would happen. We knew that when we opened it, there would be chaos, there would be war, there would be bloodshed. We couldn't change it. We still did it. Still opened up for them, for the army to approach, and yes, happened.
So you don't see yourself in any way as a harbinger of their suffering, their fate,
Don't you don't use that word.
but suffering?
Harbinger. It's bad.
Oh,
Connotations.
a ferryman then.
Well, I didn't do it, did I? I didn't kill anyone. I sat on the sidelines. So I'm just as guilty as that entire town was when they killed my our party member. Sat
So
on the
you don't
sidelines.
so you don't blame them for his death?
I blame the people who did it. I blame the culture in the town that made them so hateful. That mean they deserve to die? I don't know. But it means that they didn't deserve me to step in to try to save them. I decided not to do something. That is not the same as causing something.
Even with all that, have you found yourself thinking about what happened? The fates of all those people?
Not really, no.
Celica, do you are your beliefs on this similar?
I forgot I was here.
Yep. I
Um,
think
I thought
everyone's
this.
here.
I don't
Okay, I
know if
thought this
Dork's
just.
Nope,
here,
Dork
but
is not. He's in
Okay,
his
Dork.
workshop. He is doing spring cleaning.
I misunderstood. I thought you guys were like outside of the cabin chilling. I forgot we were at the dinner table.
Everyone is doing spring cleaning. You guys are cleaning the
Yeah.
cabin, and Dork is cleaning his workshop.
Emotionally cleaning now.
I don't agree that inaction is specifically guilt-free inherently. However, every day I combat the teachings of death and fatality in the world. I was taught to not consider the weak and that only the strong can survive. And sometimes I find that bubbling up within me. But I did feel pity for those civilians that were in that village. I do not agree with their suffering. She'll kind of look over at Ember and say, I do believe that us opening the gate is what caused the war. That they were not able to get in there without our meddling.
Well, then why didn't you do anything to stop it?
She just shrugs and says, it was not my quest that I took on. You are my way out. And I suppose in that moment, getting out was more important to me. And I will reflect on that.
A means to an end. That's what most people are to each other. That's what most people do. We have a goal and we use each other to get it. Is that bad? I don't think so. It's human nature.
I think it is not the only circumstance that can exist. I think that may serve as a baseline as it did for us. But there is no necessity for me to stay with you, except that now I wish to. You no longer serve a need for me. You couldn't.
So does that answer your question, Lohengrin?
no. But I think maybe I did not ask the right person.
No, you really didn't.
Say the town, say if you did not go into the town, Lawrence would still be alive. If you go back, or well, if you were given a chance to go back, would you still have opened the gate or assisted?
Wait, let me track your logic here. What do you mean? He was
If
already dead by the time we opened the gate.
oh,
Or
then I
closed the shield.
misunderstood. All that
I
aside,
think I would have made a better effort to discern between the civilians and those actually part of the Daybreak Society.
I don't particularly feel like answering a hypothetical like that. Didn't happen.
And
He's
stay
dead.
quiet and I will keep answering his questions. I find this helpful. Even if you do not participate, I do think you should hear it.
Why are people so obsessed with this? Morals and you I don't recall an issue being had during our adventures in the Feywild, from you at least.
She'll just kind of wince at that one and say, I'm not
It's
proud of
easy.
that. I'm not standing on my toes saying that this was something I should have done.
It's very easy to have morals afterwards and have qualms and preach about what you should have done, but it's something different when you're there, when you need to do what you need to do.
I'm not asking to offend anyone or to question anyone's morals or ethics. I simply don't really know what to do now. I thought since you guys had adventured, maybe there was some accident or I don't know.
Yes, there was an accident, and it was shortly after I had joined the party. There was a person of importance who was charmed by these two elves, and our perception of the danger perhaps escalated far too quickly, and I ended up brutally murdering these people in front of the person they had charmed, not considering the fact that those memories would not just go away, they would not magically disappear. And we slaughtered these people, treated them as I treated one as a doll. The other one had a head served on a platter. I'm sure that person no longer trusts us. I wouldn't trust me either. That was needlessly lethal. And I do not know if we've come to a consensus on how that goes. I think it was just Ember talking louder than everyone else about how we shouldn't have to worry about it, and it was kill or be killed, which I do not entirely disagree with. However, there is nuance, and I have not made peace with that yet. And I apologize that you are having trouble as well making peace with your past.
I talk at a perfectly normal volume. How dare you?
Perhaps if I drank as much alcohol as you, I could handle it better, but for now, it's a little loud.
Just drink.
No, that makes sense, Celica. Again, I'm not looking for anyone to justify themselves, just you felt regret, right? That's what this is?
Regret, of course. Fear, definitely. It is hard to discern whether the instinctual thoughts I have will actually manifest into reality or not. But the fact that that is my instinct is something to be thought about. And to get over that person who they were certainly doing something wrong. I do not think their life needed to end that day because of it. But
And
to take what Ember said into consideration, now that it is after the fact and we are analyzing how we feel about it, it's important that we keep that in mind when going into the future and about our daily lives, which is where I find my meaning.
that makes sense. I suppose I'm just thinking about it.
It's a lot to think about if you give yourself the time, and she'll go back to cleaning.
I know I've been shut down a little here, but all I'm saying is dwelling on the past or dwelling on the future clearly isn't doing good. So live in the moment.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Ember. I would really not like to forget the past. It was painful, and I wish it were different, but I if given a chance to not have it at all, I would still have it. I don't want to let my memories of those people go.
Even if they're bad, even if they hurt, even if they drive you crazy?
Is that not what life is?
No. At least not what it should be.
I've come to believe that suffering is just sort of inherent to life. Not in the sense that anyone's suffering should be noble or you should cause undue suffering into others, but if you are grateful for being alive, which I think is a good thing to do, you should take all of it in stride.
Suffering is a part of life, but doesn't mean you should embrace it. You don't
It
eat
does
the
not mean you should
spoil.
deny it either.
Why not? Why not deny it? What actual good does it get you?
If you deny suffering, then I guess it depends on what you mean. To try to avoid it entirely, you'll miss out on a lot of the best parts of being alive. And if you just ignore it or leave it unexamined when it comes, then I think you miss out on the chance to grow closer to others, to realize your role and how you might go about it in the future.
So, terrible events are there to be learning experiences.
No, but I think it is foolish to go through a terrible event and take nothing but pain and hatred out of it.
It's all there is to it. We can't just apply different meanings to a horrible, evil event.
Okay, I'll play your game. Why not?
Because it's not there. Something we add
Why
on
not?
later to make ourselves feel better, even though it doesn't exist.
I don't think you need meaning to accept that it happened, and I don't think you can look at only memories for the good. I think that's impossible. That wouldn't be a memory, that would just be a false image of what happened in your mind.
Perfectly on all the terrible things that happened in my life. I was very close up when they all happened. But I don't see anything to grow from or to learn from or to look back fondly on those events in my life. I mean, he looks at Celica. What do we learn from Lawrence's death?
That your past catches up with you.
But we already learned that when somebody burned half my fucking face off. That's a terrible thing at the price of a amazing, kind person's life.
Is that not what you learned then?
I don't fucking care if that's what it is, but then that shouldn't be a thing. If that's the price of his life, to learn a quite shitty lesson.
It's not it's not that suffering serves to give you a lesson, Ember. It's just it happened. And a lot of the times you can't stop it. So what are we left with?
Okay, well, let me ask you two a question. Do you think, you clearly notice I've been drinking. Do you think I'm drinking to forget?
I think you're drinking to stay numb.
Uh, I've found something, because I've tried to drown my sorrows in alcohol before. You don't forget, not for long at least, and you don't actually stay numb. But what this has allowed me to, is to actually think back to, well, not what happened, but everything before that without it hurting. I can actually remember Lawrence before when we were happy without it tearing me apart inside. That's what the alcohol's been giving me. It's giving me that little bit so I can actually find some happiness in the memories before the suffering. I can't do that while sober. Every time I think about it while sober, I want to, well, I don't know what I want to do. I can't handle it sober. So this is why I'm doing this. Is that now all the happy memories has suffering on them. The alcohol helps ease that out for me.
So to stay numb.
I don't know what you think numb is, but it's not quite that, but sure.
Moving with grief is, I don't want to sound belittling, but it is a process. It's a skill, it's an organ, it's a muscle. And I would be a hypocrite to say that you shouldn't do what you're doing, but I think it's temporary. And I think you're doing yourself a disservice to the memories of yourself and Lawrence by looking at them through this lens. I hope that in the future it becomes easier for you. I think it will. It just may take a very, very long time.
Plus, it's temporary. I know how grief works. It honestly, it honestly hurts even more to know that one day, perhaps soon, because I know myself, I know that deep down I am a shallow person. I move on too quickly. I don't care now. I know that very soon I'll forget him. I'll not care anymore. The grief will move on because I move on. I know how I am. And that hurts even more.
I don't think that's wrong, though. I don't think that's bad. Lawrence is not here. He survives in your memories and, well, everyone's memories. And I don't think he would want you to move about the world infinitely grieved. I think that's the beauty in living. There's great suffering, but also the chance to engage with others and find beauty within it. Not within the suffering, but in the places it is not. And that beauty is, I don't, I don't know. I don't think it's a wrong thing to continue on, Ember. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it makes you shallow or cruel or whatever other word you use to describe yourself. But has anyone actually called you those things over something like grief? Or are those just things that you've sort of identified?
I spend a lot of time alone in my life. A lot of time saying things in my own head. Also, I don't listen to people that much. Could be people called me that, I don't know.
I wouldn't call you that.
Well, you don't know me well enough.
That may be true. But isn't there something honest about being strangers? I mean, that's why I even bothered to ask you and Celica about this question.
Because in a way, it's not the baggage of friendship or the opposite of friendship to get in the way. Have you come any closer to answering the question, to the answers to the questions you asked, or has it just been more muddled up by our issues?
I think in a roundabout way you were sort of there.
Hmm. I don't particularly like
Maybe,
big emotional talks, I'll be perfectly honest. Especially not now. Kind of cut through the alcohol and made me feel things.
well, I'm not sure you have a choice whether I was here or not.
That's ominous.
Well, you're surrounded by, I feel, a great many people that enjoy your company. It's not likely
That's
they would let you drink yourself to.
that's inaccurate. Doric, that's a friend. Celica, I believe, hates me a little bit. And I've just
If
met
I
you.
could roll my eyes.
Are you gonna disagree?
I find no contempt towards you, Ember. I
Have a weird
just,
way of showing that.
I do not feel contempt towards you. That much is clear. I would not be able to travel with you lest I think about something about crushing your head and that actually becoming true.
I was me and
I
Emma's relationship for like weeks, and we did fine. Maybe
one
that's a
more time.
skill issue. That was me and Emma's relationship for weeks, and when we traveled and adventured. We wanted to crush each other's heads. We were fine.
Yes, but the line between thought and reality for me is a little bit thinner.
Oh yes, I forgot you're a freak.
I don't think
My
I do
Emrys
headphones
not.
died.
doesn't like you.
Hmm.
He seemed pretty distraught when I passed through Krobin.
Who?
But I mean, to me, 3 is a good number.
I think you cut out.
That was that was an insane non sequitur on my part. They just said 3 is a good number. What does that mean? I asked who, and then you cut out, I think.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you ask who? Like after I said Emrys?
Well, I think you said when you met him outside Kroban. Then I asked who,
Oh,
because you just said
yeah.
he.
Oh, oh no, I said Emrys seemed pretty uh distraught when I met him passing through Krobin.
Well, when he returns, we can have well, not a heart to heart. I'll possibly punch him. Not the point.
Where I grew up, 3 was a lot.
He was a lot of what?
Had a lot of people
Ah,
to be around you. And maybe I'm ignorant, but I don't know how many more someone needs before they can be satisfied.
I grew up in a big city. 3 years. I mean, rookie numbers, but still. Yeah.
Oh, I did not grow up in a city, as you could probably guess.
No, I assumed. Yeah, yeah. The 3 people thing kind of gave that away. It's a weird city if there's 3 people.
Well, maybe you should be more grateful, Amber.
I want.
Being alive or having company or having a place to sleep or things to drink. And
Well, I haven't killed myself yet, so I am grateful.
I just mean maybe you would be happier.
If what?
I'm grasping now.
I think what he is trying to say is please stop trying to be such a pessimist all the time and maybe look at the positive side of things, and maybe that would change your disposition ever so slightly over a gradual period of time when you grow the skill to look at things positively.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. Can you repeat that?
God.
I do not miss being around children. And she walks away.
Uh, Well, I personally feel better now.
Do you?
It was fun.
I will be
Mm.
tidying up the guest bedroom.
You you guys have no questions for the fact that I have killed people? I know that was something we talked about when I started, but to say it plainly,
I mean, you're welcome to share if you want to.
share like how it happened.
Well, yes, you were very vague about that, but it felt impolite. We're talking
Oh,
about a lot of murder. I didn't want to dig, but if you're willing to share, share.
uh, let's see. I come from a waste in my country. I think it was called the Corpse Basin. Some
Oh,
natural disaster had buried a bunch of towns and such, so it was seen as mostly cursed. Um,
okay.
so to me, three is a great number. Very few people venture there, and not a lot of them do it willingly. Um, there were four particular people. There's a hunter, a mage, a maiden, and the traveling merchants that I'm still familiar with today. They're the reason why I'm here. And is the continent called Espa, DM?
The continent you're on currently is called Espa. The continent you're from
Okay,
is called Digronos.
the journals. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I was not confusing just the name of the game.
It's the name of the continent.
Okay. Uh, it's a long story. I could shorten it if you'd like, or I guess if we're just cleaning, I could tell it in full.
Whatever way you think it flows better.
All right. Uh, the first one I met was Aunter, who called himself D. He was a
E.
simple man. Yes, just a letter.
It's a
I will
noise, okay. Name it. Keep going. I'm drunk. I'm
okay,
gonna do comments. Don't keep going.
okay, that's
Fine.
fine. That's fine. I will preface and say that I do not actually know most of their names, but
It's fine. I don't remember people's names either that much.
okay.
Keep going.
Um, I think much like the people you were talking about in the other plane, he spoke very openly about his hatred for those that lived within the corpse basin and were undead or cursed with undeath. He was there primarily to remove a kind of necrotic plant. We usually call it death root, but I think if at the time I wore a helm to obscure my face simply because the light was very bright for me, but I think if I were to have removed it, he would have likely killed me at the time. So perhaps one death is a bit more shrouded in lies than the others. The other was a mage by the name of R. He kind of reminds me of you, Ember. He was very clear voiced and seemed to have a specific kind of intelligence. He received my nascience with kindness and taught me simple battle arts. It's how I know magic today. He had interest in studying the catacombs I lived in and occasionally asked me to collect things for him. He would have gone himself, he said, but he had contracted some sort of ailment in his body that kept him from walking. At least that's what it seemed. The last was a maiden. I knew very little of her, except for that she lingered within a ruined church in the corpse basin that was largely untouched by the damage. She spoke to me in a very old language, one that I had known after leaving the catacomb and without having to learn. She said that she had her own mission, a kind of dark magic that would allow her to lay with the corpse of a dead noble and revive them or otherwise restore life. She also asked things of me. Once she gave me a knife and asked me to find the owner, but did not tell me who it was and said she did not know. She mentioned that it must have held a special place in someone's heart, and so I kind of just put it on my belt and went about. I was very interested in these people at the time because the area was cursed and I could not freely enter towns outside of it. I mean, if you look at me, I don't look normal. Um,
Normal is highly subjective. My hair's on fire. You're fine.
Maybe, but not into Jonas.
Hmm.
My well, I wear an amulet now to help restore my life, but then I looked marked by death, like a corpse. Anyway, I wore that knife on my belt for a long time so that I could find who she meant. But the next I met with that huntsman D, he said he recognized it. He had offered to return it to its owner, and I returned the responsibility over to him. It was not long after that when I found him with that very knife between his lungs. The maiden was beside his body, speaking of the return of a stolen hollow brand, and then she bid me goodbye and vanished. I returned to tell the mage, who I told most things of what had happened, and found him in a similar state. It took me a great time to decide where either of them should rest, but when I moved him, I saw that briars of deathroot, the necrotic plant I mentioned before, had anchored him in place and was likely the cause of his ailment. I didn't quite realize it at the time, but by moving freely between the catacombs, removing items from them, and walking amongst what were regular people, I had been transmitting the necrotic plant and had essentially infected the mage with it, which would have been the accident. But the huntsman, I maybe it is as you say, and I was simply a tool for his doom, but had I not delivered the knife to him, I don't think he would have died either. I found the maiden after a while, deep within one of the catacombs. She was laying next to a body, like she had said, and when she was unrousable, I simply checked on her periodically. I did like her a lot. I had hoped that when she would wake, she would explain things, but I was unaware that the huntsman had a twin brother, and when I returned his body to their camp, he sought her out and killed her as well, in revenge. So 3 may not seem a big number to you, but to me, it was almost all that I'd ever known. And I think it would have been entirely avoidable had I not been near them. I know I can't go back. I can't stop it. And I'm too selfish to say that I regret it, but now I don't quite know what to do.
Wow, that's quite an incredible story, and I am definitely going to steal that at some point. That's very good.
Steal?
But oh
How can
yes,
you
you don't
steal
know
a
that
story?
I am a storyteller by trade, even though I haven't engaged much in it recently. I will be redoing that story at some point.
Oh, well,
If
then
you
you should
want me to,
probably
I
know
guess.
that I I think it would only, as long as you allow me to give you more details about them individually, I wouldn't
Yeah,
want them to be remembered by their demise.
there's no flesh them out exactly. A person should be remembered at the highest point, not the lowest point.
Then I guess I should also add that when the huntsman's brother recognized me, he was certainly not pleased, and I killed him out of rage. That was not an accident, and I do feel regret for it.
It's not really any words I can say to kind of smooth that over. So,
Yeah. I'm not
but
concerned about that as much as, well, I think that one could be more considered self-defense, but
you asked right before that you kind of think about what you're doing now, how you move forward, and I've been wondering that same question about myself recently too. I'm not sure, but if you want, we can make a deal. We can try to figure out how to do it together.
you're being earnest.
I'm being honest. It's a difference.
I suppose. Then, yes, I would like nothing more.
Okay. I don't know how to do it, but we'll figure that out. That's fine.
I can't say I know any more than you.
No, I haven't known many things in my life. I wasn't educated. I never went to school. I grew up on the street. It's every day I learned just enough to survive, and day. Then the next day I learned just enough to survive that day, and so on and so on. And well, I'm still here. So tomorrow we're gonna learn how to survive that day, I guess. I think Emma just kind of briefly his eyes go down to the alcohol and then back up again, with some help
Uh,
or without help.
if it makes you feel better, following all those events, I gorged myself on death root for a long, long time. And he'll gesture to like this vile necklace he's wearing before I eventually left it behind. So I don't think it's abnormal to partake, but hopefully not for too long.
I'll be honest and don't tell the others. I I do kind of wake up with my liver hurting every morning. To be honest,
Well, I think part of tackling each day as it comes is to be alive for the next one. Yes.
it's the smartest thing you said so far.
Maybe just pick a time of the day, like between when the sun is in the middle of the sky and whenever you eat your final meal, and then drink them, at least to start.
And I suppose that makes sense, but also you don't have to tell Selika I'm being technically nice to you. You don't need my reputation to take the hit.
I don't think Celica cares very much.
Well, but felt
But all right, sure.
brings me a little bit of enjoyment to annoy her. Like it's like a kick. I don't know why. That again, I think that's something generally wrong with me, but it does bring me a kick to annoy certain people.
You'll hear the guest door finally close.
Ah, that old blind bitch.
As the conversation wraps up, Lohengrin is just gonna just like suddenly like put his arms out and like look at you.
Oh, no, really?
As I that's not what you do.
I mean, people do it, but you think we have to?
I mean, if you don't want to do it, I just
The door into Celica is closed, right?
Yeah, it's closed now.
Yeah.
Okay, Ember very tentatively kind of goes into the hug.
Yay.
I don't know how much taller Lohengrin is, but he gives you a good squeeze.
Oh, okay.
I have Lohengrin at unknown height.
Unknown
Never
height.
mind.
And I
I don't
think
know if I have
Ember's
it written
like
down.
6 feet or something.
He reaches down up to you and gives you a nice big small hug.
Ember is
Exactly.
6 foot, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lohengrin is a similar height, probably. Let me check his D&D sheet, but I can't imagine he's.
And with that, everyone, Celica, Ember, and Lohengrin all get inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Oh, wait, I already have inspiration.
I think I
Big
Dork.
do. I do
ingredient.
too. I'm capped out, and also I personally, I'm like, I did not cook as hard as they did, so I'm chilling. But thank you.
That's fine. I guess it works out then. So,
It sure does.
we will go to Doric, who is currently in his workshop hammering away. Doric, can you give me a tinkering check? Firstly, give me a intelligence check with your tinker's tools.
Can I cast a spell first?
What spell? Yeah, sure. I mean, this is on your time, so yes, you can. What spell?
Enhance ability.
Yeah.
Specifically, Fox's Cunning.
Yes. I'll have you know, since Doric knows this is the process, it's a 2-part process for what you're doing. Intelligence first, and then dexterity.
Oh, dexterity too.
Yes. You're gonna have to figure out you're gonna have to be smart enough to know how to cast the metal, smelt it, and smith it, and then the dexterity is to actually make it the shape you want.
Okay, then I'm instead of using Fox's Cunning, I'm going to give myself Cat's Grace.
Well, give me a intelligence check with your tinker tools.
So that is going to be. So I add my intelligence and proficiency.
If you're proficient in tinker's tools, yes. If you have expertise in tinker's tools, you add that instead.
Okay, so that is going to be a plus 15. And that is going to be a 30 because I rolled a 15.
Okay. You're very lucky. A book that you rarely opened, actually, in your library, indeed does document and it documents the proper way of smithing adamantine in a way that maintains its strength and does not cause it to get brittle, involving a series of different temperatures and quenchings and things of that nature. Once you are ready, give me a dexterity with your tinker's tools.
Dexterity with Tinker's Tools.
And this
So
would
yay.
include your cat's grace or whatever it is.
Yes. Technically, this isn't going to be terrible either because my dex is still pretty high. Ooh, that's even better. That is going to be a 32? No,
30.
33.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that you blow it out of the water. It comes out looking even better than you expected. We'll say at this point the sun has just dipped the horizon, and as you come out of the very hot workshop, you now have a set of adamantine claws.
Yippee!
You can, with that 30, we'll say you easily install onto Dearest. And now Dearest does an additional d8 of damage and crits on a 19 or 20. You used
Yay!
I think you used 2 of the 3 ingots that you have.
2 of 3 ingots. Awesome. Let me mark those off. Whose fucking dog is that?
No fucking dog. Yeah, that's not exactly. Let me just see if I can get Evening Forest on, not Evening Town. Actually, that's fine. You are in a town. Okay. Dork, what are you doing after this? Are you? It is now evening.
I guess he's going to. I assume he already like cleaned up a good amount before working on his project.
Yeah.
I guess after that, he's going to clean himself up a little bit, and I guess he'll go to the tavern just to, spend time with the people.
Yeah, you go to the tavern, get some food. The rest of the
Maybe
party,
even,
do you have? Oh.
maybe even see if he can find his siblings, because he should probably say hi to them.
In the interest of time, we'll say yes. You do take some time, find your siblings. Have some good.
Get yelled at them.
Yeah.
Also, like,
The rest of the party. Do you guys have any other plans, or is it bedtime?
Got some good cleaning done. Sorted through some stuff. I think I'm
Does Dory
satisfied.
join us back in the wagon before bedtime?
yeah, Dork will come back at night to the wagon.
I think as Dory arrives, I do think Ember's gonna pull him aside.
I'll say before that happens, as part of the cleaning, I would like everyone, when you're not RPing today, to go through your inventory and make sure you are aware of everything you have and all of the abilities you can do.
Scary? Okay.
Oh man,
Insane.
you could have just added me in chat. It would have worked out fine.
Not you specifically. There are many people who have magic items that I believe have forgotten about them.
That's slander. How dare you? I always know everything I have.
Who remembers
mean-
Ember has a pet cat?
Not
What?
me.
What? Oh shit, that's right, honey.
You have a pet cat.
Yeah,
That was
Ember.
fun.
Ember has a pet cat.
Where's
His
my
name is
cat
Honey, I think.
statue?
I don't know. That's up to Emrys. Did he
Lost
take
to
it or did he leave?
time.
I believe he gave it to.
He gave it to somebody.
He gave it to Lawrence to help with
shit.
the shifting.
Then I'm gonna assume it's just in his room. It's not like he
It-
probably would have carried it on him.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I get a quick
Uh,
reminder on what? Because this is the burning, right?
Correct.
What are we supposed to offer during the burning?
Not necessarily an offering, but one of the main events at the last day of the burning is a gigantic bonfire in the middle of town that contains all of the garbage and trash and things that people wish to throw away. Sometimes it even includes, you know, things that just bring pain, memories. Some people just write down stories on notes and throw that into the fire as well.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I will actually. Does anyone want the gloves of missile snaring? Because I have them.
Do those need attunement?
Yes, they are attunement.
Can't do it. My shit's too important.
Okay.
I feel
'Cause
like
Dork,
Lohengrin could use it if you're not using it, but if you don't remind me to give them back, they may just leave the party. Anyways.
yeah, I was just thinking, Dork is an artificer. He gets extra attunement slots. So I mean, I'm more of a ranged person, so I might just attune to them just for that extra bit of damage cushioning.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll attune to those. I'll tune them now if you're good with that, just to be so I don't forget. But it'll be after we like go to bed.
Dork, when you're done at the tavern, you make your way back to the cabin, and Ember looks eager to have a discussion with you.
Doing all right?
The Ember just pulled you into his room, closed the door behind.
Oh, okay.
Not like that.
I didn't assume that. There's no sexual tension between them. Let's be real.
It really isn't. Wait, I don't think we're just type. We both like big men, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That's real.
That was
Yeah.
funny as fuck.
We have incredible taste, but that's not the point.
Same brain, same
They-
brain. Anyway, what do you need?
You might have possibly noticed I've had a slight issue with alcohol the past few days.
I have noticed.
Yes.
You've been drinking a lot.
Yes. And yes, but part of the main reason was to kind of all the pain of it all. For various reasons, perhaps because of a conversation I had with people in this wagon, I have decided to maybe try to improve myself. Terrible word. But I don't trust myself, so I need you to help me stop drinking.
All right.
I trust you. You're reasonable, and you actually like me. That helps.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
We're friends, you know that.
Well, yeah, I
We don't
find you a
say it.
friend too.
We've been through a lot, and I know we don't. I'm not good at expressing my feelings. There's a.
I understand. Yes, I know.
Thank you. Okay, don't.
I think you and I can understand that.
Yes. So, but yes, I will need your help. But if that is like just gently telling me to not drink or like slap alcohol out my hand, whatever.
Do you need? I'm not usually one to heal, but I do know, you know, the basis of it, and I know how to enhance other people. Do you need me to, help you out there? Like clear out your system?
I'll be honest, I haven't felt like myself for a bit. I haven't felt up to, my usual self, and no offense, but the party needs me at my full strength. Clearly. So if you can, I won't say no to a detox.
Do you think you've experienced alcohol poisoning within the past 24 hours?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I can at least help with that. He will like pull out his classic smithing hammer from his bag and trace a sort of shape on the side of the head. And all right, take a deep breath, and he will push the head of the hammer, not forcefully into your stomach, but he will just push it into your stomach out as it glows, and he will cast Lesser Restoration, which technically it clears the poisoned effect.
Yep, we have already ruled that lesser restoration does negate drunkenness. So Ember,
Ooh.
all of the liquor in your system is now burned away.
Amber just blinks for a moment and goes, "Oh no." Been a
You
while
have
since I've
a
been sober.
very bad headache as the fog kind of lifts, but you feel good. You're still exhausted, but you're no longer poisoned.
All right. And maybe a glass of water, 2 or 3,
Yes,
honestly.
I haven't had anything other than alcohol to drink for like 5 days.
That is extremely concerning, but
As no, my pee has been insane.
I will not ask about that. Let's get you some water. You know what? I'm sure that how about you just borrow the alchemy jug?
Great idea.
Maybe not.
Can't the alchemy do alcohol?
It can. It can create wine.
Yeah.
Yes, but he will make it. He will. You can only make one of the things. Per instance, remember. Once you choose what it makes, it will only make that for the set amount of time.
Right, and for the second time in this campaign, I think, we're using the alchemy jug.
Well, we've used it in the background for our camping.
Yeah. All right. With that, does anyone have anything else before they bed down?
No.
Nope.
Right. Ember,
Would you...
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, this is a silly question. Going forward, would you rule it that regenerate could help like repair an organ?
I believe so. Let me check the spell.
It specifies like limbs and members and stuff like that, so like fingers and arms. But I just realized I'm like, oh, I've had it set where like she could regrow her eyeballs, but I guess it's not in the limits of the spell. But I feel like as long as it's not like I'm gonna give you a brand new heart where there isn't one, is like crazy.
The target's severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on. If you have the severed part, stimulates natural healing ability. I will say it can, but you're going to need to do a medicine check in order to do any organ that you cannot directly see.
I dig it.
So either a medicine check to use your magic blindly within their body, or a medicine check to do like actual surgery inside their body.
Okie dokie.
But for eyeballs, I believe. Oh, well, that's a good question, because Celica can't see at all. We'll keep the rule how it is. Eyeballs, Celica can regenerate without a medicine check.
Sick.
You got some sick ass spatial awareness.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, that's all. Sorry, you were gonna say.
I was going to say, Ember, for the first night in a while, you sleep kind of well. It takes you longer to fall asleep, but once you're asleep, you sleep like a rock. The morning comes, and it is now the second day of the burning. What is everyone doing?
What are the events that are today? Did they? No, I can ask this in character. Fuck my life. So like we'll wait outside and not outside. Wait at the dinner table. And when Dora comes out, she'll say, "So, are there any more festivities on the chopping block today?"
Well, there's just the usual burning festival goings on. If you want to
Okay,
get rid of anything that you've been holding on to that you have no real reason to keep, then I guess you could take to the bonfire.
but yesterday what we did was clean. Is surely it does not take folks multiple days to clean their things.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, it's not just cleaning, it's actually just contemplating whether you want to keep specific things that you've been holding on to either physically or emotionally, I guess. That makes sense. I think I got a few things that I'll probably get rid of as well.
I mostly struggle because this is something I am vigilant about doing almost every day in the morning, and I pack so minimally, so I find myself at a loss of what to do.
Well, I guess that means that you're pretty good then.
Compared to
Could always
most
just
Compared to most festivals, this is a much calmer one until the actual third day. Selling things is generally not a thing that happens, especially because it's a festival of minimalism. So there's not really kiosks and things set up like in other festivals. But especially in a small village like this, it's pretty normal as life goes. It's not like a big uproar of festivities. You guys do know that there are people expecting an answer on what the plan is with Lawrence. But the rest of the day is up to you.
I guess we should also talk about, well, the funeral plans together. Which I think we should. I think it would be a nice thing, especially with the festival going on. When we were traveling together, we came across a few of the different seasonal celebrations, and it was very nice, even when I didn't want to interact with them. So I think it would be a good thing for all of us to take this time to say goodbye.
Well, I met Lawrence during one of these seasonal celebrations. You came by a little later.
That's
Which
true.
one?
I was technically in town, but
So,
but I
Which
Yes.
festival?
It was the other character, the
Festival of the
the
Reaping.
fall one.
reaping. It was the reaping.
There's the fall one, festival of good food and things like that.
Face paint.
Yes.
Do they do this in my country, or is this like a main continent thing?
Oh, they do it. It's more or less worldwide.
Okay.
The elements of each festival change minutely, but the general idea is the same.
Gotcha. What were you going to do when you met him? What were the circumstances?
If I recall, it's been a little while and we've done so much. I recall we all responded to a flyer, I believe.
You all
Typical
initially,
board adventurer stuff.
you all were actually in the middle of the festival when the head of the town guard stood up and asked for volunteers to help look for missing miners.
That's the one. Ember still says flyer. That's what he said.
Yep. It has been 5
6?
years since
Yeah,
then.
you can't blame me for not fully remembering the exact circumstance. We all responded to a call, I suppose.
Is this where you met Emrys as well?
Yes. And, well, there were others, but they're no longer here with us.
Oh, my condolences.
No, not in that sense. That was bad phrasing on my part. Well, Beauty's still around.
Why, she's in Krobin.
She's living her best life, I think. And,
DM, do
well,
I recognize her name?
Um,
Oh shit.
give me a.
I think didn't Lohengrin fight her?
Lohengrin
Yeah.
did not. No, I don't think Lohengrin fought. Maybe I don't remember. We'll
I
say
do.
yes.
I do
A
remember
tag
that because
team.
that was I
was a
remember
tag
that
team.
one
It
because
was-
I was like having the worst time during that
Yes.
session. I just remember like crashing out a
Lohengrin-
little bit. I'm like, what the
It
fuck?
was-
man?"
it was
Leave me
Beauty-
alone.
Beauty, Bonfontaine, Empyrean, and Lohengrin.
Yeah.
And Lohengrin and Empyrean won.
Yes.
Oh, it was the one in hell. It was the one where you were in the
Yeah.
lava fields.
And the Dragon Egg.
The dragon egg.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
right.
in front of the Starbucks in my car losing, just like, God damn it.
So yes, Lohengrin, you do recognize the name Beauty as someone you beat, and afterwards you do. I don't know if Lohengrin goes to the Necrodome very often, but if he did, he would know that Beauty does show up pretty frequently there and is actually getting much better.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, considering how Krobin works, he's technically a politician.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Do
You know she.
one. Do another one.
You know she's an up and coming town favorite actually, just because of how energetic her fights are always.
I think I met her in the Necrodome.
That makes sense.
She seemed very lively and satisfied.
That's good. It's what you
She
deserve. She
was-
was.
She's very lively. She liked that place.
And then. I believe that was me, Lawrence, Emrys, and Beauty. We had our first original little adventure together, and then later, Auric here joined us.
Why, we were hired to find some workers?
You hired to investigate stuff, and well, yes, something like that.
Yeah, the Carax workers for the plantation were
Yeah.
kidnapped by some very strange people. We never really. What was the deal with that, by the way? We never really. There was a whole Nothic that kidnapped people and sacrificed them. What happened?
Oh my god, I forgot about that eyeball fucker.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Completely
what
That
did
wasn't
happen,
even-
guys?
That wasn't even
Yeah.
connected to, the Daybreak Society. That just. Sorry, now that I'm thinking about it, we never really figured out what was going on there.
We can always loop back when we solve this whole thing.
Yes, I think saving the world needs focus first.
Then we can tie up loose ends later.
I'm envisioning a level 20 party waltzing into a side quest that's meant for them being level 8.
I was just about to say in
Exactly.
character, be like, I'm not sure if there is an end game planned for this one. I don't know if that's something accessible to us.
We
I
need
think
you to
once you
hunt
hit the
down
final cutscene, it rolls credits, and the last save point is before the last boss.
No, it's
Oh,
a
You don't even
it's an
see
end credit
EXP.
scene.
Oh,
It's the
party,
end
please,
credit scene
please.
of us going back.
Like
Please.
fucking Kingdom Hearts
New
1.
game. As for New Game Plus.
Oh, humble heroes,
Please.
please, please, my children have been kidnapped by 4 goblins. Please.
We need you to find this wizard who is doing terrible experiments. He's level 6.
Yeah, at level
would-
20, Celica could probably kick them and do like a shit ton of damage.
Guys, we need to fight these 4 wolves. We have to.
I would love to help. I cast Chromatic Orb level 9.
Psychic Scream.
That's
Only
just
on
One
that
Punch Man, isn't
person.
it? All right. You guys finish up your breakfast. And,
Doric.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm going to go find my mother and tell her that we'll do the funeral, all right? If that's good with everyone.
Yep. You go to look for your mom. Is anyone else going with Doric?
I'll go with
I got
him,
nothing
actually.
else to do.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone,
I
give
already
me a
cleaned my shit.
everyone, give me a
Okay.
perception check.
Perception. Do I need to see it?
19.
No, actually,
Nat 1.
okay. This is
Six.
a question for Celica. Her sense of
What?
energy, does it allow her to differentiate? Like, she can identify where people are. Does each person
Yeah,
have
she's
a
more
different
locating.
view?
Like, do they look different?
It's just like she can tell the difference between people when she senses them, right?
Yeah, I imagine it as she's like detecting consciousness and like sentience because it has to be like above,
Ooh, I like
intelligence
that.
6.
Right,
So
and everyone
I
kind of
imagine
has a
she's, like-
different brain
Yeah,
imprint.
their brain print. Yeah, we're saying the same shit at the same time. That's so fucking weird. Yeah, no,
All right.
everyone has like a unique ripple. So and that plus I can see like the rough like height and like silhouette. So it's pretty
Right.
easy.
Okay, so Doric, you failed. Ember, what was yours?
19.
And Celica?
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I was the one who distracted you.
D20 plus, and okay,
Perception.
that's a 12.
12. Okay. And then
Rolled a damn 2.
Lohengrin, yours was pretty low too?
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay. So Ember, we'll say it's not trying to be stealthy. Celica, you find her pretty easy. Ember, you find her as well. However, on the outskirts of town, Ember, you also see a hooded figure, kind of just watching the town from the outside.
All right, guys, remember all the things and abilities that you have on your sheet. Remember?
I
Don't
do
like
just
that.
kind of poke Doric's shoulder. Kind of. Oh, is he supposed to be there?
Do I see this person?
Nope.
Oh god, no, I'm going insane. This is what happens when I don't have alcohol.
What they look like?
They're hooded. It's a hooded figure.
What color was the hood?
What color is the hood?
Red.
It's a red hood. It's a red hood.
Well, the Rangers don't wear red, really.
Yeah, Ember, you turn back to see where they were. They're gone.
I mean, it's a bit. Am I getting like withdrawals already? Is this withdrawal symptoms?
Uh, I wouldn't suspect that, but
I think to be
Well.
safe, I should just get a drink, so I can be normal.
no. What we'll do is that after we speak to my mother, we'll take a look around.
Ember,
You
you
find
can
we're
really
not
pick a time of day.
even with the business we find ourselves in. I don't think it's paranoia to be safe with the company that we keep.
You see a group of people talking with your mother after the rest of the party points her out to you, Doric. You see a gnome and two looks like humans.
I know two
Maybe
humans.
half elves. Yep. People you don't recognize. They're wearing typical adventuring gear with a green kind of mark on their shoulder.
Does this mark have any sort of symbol or emblem?
No, it's just like a tied piece of cloth around their shoulder. It's a symbol of Gearvine.
Oh, okay.
Typically, you know these as seekers, travelers that go out of the forest and just kind of look for people that might be of use to the town, including lycanthropes.
Okay. Dork will wave to his mother, and he'll approach. He'll
Hello.
let her finish her business with the seekers, though.
Yeah. It sounds like they are kind of angry, dejected, and pissed off a little. They are saying, "Ugh, can't believe she didn't even want to listen to us at all. She's so stubborn."
Well, what's going on today?
Oh, hello, Doric. These three just returned from Osrin, or the area around it, and, well, they found someone who might wanted to. I'll let them say it. Yeah, we found
Around Osrin.
the area around Osrin, just north of Hayes Call. Yeah, we found we think she's a lichen. She didn't. She's stubborn as hell. We thought we wanted to help her, but no, she just wanted to stay by herself. Oh, and then there was the fucking thing with the goddamn, I don't know, mind wizard or something, but there's just not a
Mind
good
wizard?
travel. Yeah,
Who's the mind wizard?
some lady we ran across, and she tried to do something with Dagar here, and
So they're just gonna turn around and put up her hood.
Who are you guys? Why do you even care?
Did she wear a lot of red?
Why does it matter?
Just answer the question, please.
We're
Why
heading to
sh-
Osrin somewhat soon. That's why we were asking.
Give me a persuasion check.
Which one of us?
Either one or both with
Probably should be me.
Yeah.
with advantage with Doric.
It's gonna be 25.
25. I don't know. She had like purple hair or something. Like I was dressed in weird clothes. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I wouldn't say go up there. If you're headed up there, don't. You have to pass through the fucking war zone.
Did you all travel on foot?
Wait, yes? What? Oh, we don't have a horse with us.
I was just asking. I don't know how others go about. I don't know what you're capable of.
Oh, you don't
This
know
is not
very
a colony
much.
of druids.
Hey, you don't know very much. That dude. Hey, that is my son you are talking to. And they all
Yeah, I don't
immediately
know
shut the
anything
fuck
about
up.
traveling.
Sorry. The thought they were outsiders, the way they looked. Yes, we. One of us is a druid and can turn into a horse, actually.
I mean, that's something at least. I was just asking because we have friends up in Osran who were going to go. We were originally going to head up there and help them out, as well as help out the town, city as much as we can.
Didn't go in the city. But we've heard word that it's not looking good.
Aye, that's what we expected. I'll have to ask. Actually, Mom, I'll have to talk to you later about anything we can do to shorten our journey at least. Literally anything. But in the meantime, we're here to talk about, the, funeral plan. We have our answer.
Your mom's still kind
I
of
don't.
staring at the people, and they slink away as she
I
nods
would
them
like
off.
to. I'm gonna kind of like nod or like grab Doric's attention and say like, I'm going to speak with those men real quick. I'll be right back.
Very well.
What do you want?
I would like to ask more questions about this mind wizard.
I
What?
don't know what we can tell you.
Um, Perhaps you do not have to tell me. I am not unfamiliar with uh, mind wizardry, as you might put it. And I would like
Oh
to have
God, are
your
you one of
consent.
them?
Not exactly. I would like your permission to see into your memories. There is no pain. It is. I would like to see what has transpired with this purple-haired woman. Perhaps it
Give
might
me a
be
persuasion
important to
check.
me.
Um,
Okay.
high DC.
Persuasion. Oh, 25. Please be
What?
something great.
Um,
I rolled a 16.
For a total of?
25.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess if you're traveling with the with her son, uh, it's not gonna hurt.
No, not whatsoever. It is just imagine me looking through a scrapbook.
Okay. I will
How
have
long
you.
ago was this?
This was a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago.
Fuck. You're useless to me. I can only do it within a certain amount of time. I have like a couple days. Hold on, let me. I think I have one more thing, but I can't. I've had a hard time hunting it down on my sheet.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna use compelled query on him, which is I mean, I'm gonna hope that he chooses to fail the throw, or otherwise it's an intelligence saving throw. And it's just gonna conjure like a mental thought or image of the incident, but it'll probably just
Okay.
be like a still image. And
Oh,
I'll just like kind of reach over, like put her hand, kind of making a show of it because she could do this very easily, but she's just gonna like be like put her hand up and just say like, tell me what happened again with the purple haired woman.
right. You said intelligence saving throw.
Yes, please.
At 15.
Fails.
I will drag I'll drag some people out of the table into whispers so we can have this discussion.
Goodbye.
Yes.
One of them. Let me check my notes.
Can you repeat to me these gentlemen's names?
Yeah, so we have Isla, Eyla, Ander, Ander, and Dagar, Dagar.
Thank you.
Dagar is you're the one, you're looking into his mind, and you get the sense that he has a lot of magic around mind control, enchantment, and the such like that, sorceress magic. Not dissimilar to yours, but clearly arcane and not psionic. However, it's close enough that it could be confusing. And as he tries to recollect the events, it's blurry as it's been a while. You do get through snapshots and flickers of images, you do get a cloaked person invading a camp at night that does bear a striking resemblance to Delilah. However, she looks younger than you remember.
Damn it. Is there anything inherently psionic about any of these people? Like, do I get any tinglies?
Give me what would be the check for that? I mean,
You just do
give me a perception with intelligence.
haha, joke's on you. I already use intelligence. 26.
26. Yeah, actually. As you
What?
probe a little deeper into this person's mind, the sorceress energy that focuses around enchantment and things like that, there is a very, very what's the word? Undeveloped and latent psionic energy, untapped.
Holy, she's going to like her face is going to like visibly react. She's going to
It appears
have
to
like
have
a
yeah.
Mhm.
This energy, very small, does appear to be smothered by the amount of arcane energy that is just suffusing it, and you rolled very high to get to that level of detail.
Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, so she's going to like smile like she just heard her best friend's having a baby. And try to like get her face straight and pull her hands back and put them back in her cloak and just say thank you, and I'm sorry that she attacked you.
All right, sure. What? Okay.
I do want you to be aware, though, that it is highly likely that she will chase you down further.
I don't think I don't think that's the case.
I can assure you that is the case. I have had dealings with this person before, and you specifically, Dagar, have something that she would like. and it is not something that you can abandon behind you and run the other direction.
Okay, lady.
Just take it from an old woman to please remain vigilant when you are questing out and about, okay?
Sure. Bye. They walk
She'll
off,
just kind of she'll
backwards.
just watch. She will not look away from them and just watch them walk off through her blindfold.
They kind of speed up to a jog away from you.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And then I'll go back.
Right.
My God.
Hi.
You watch. The three of you watch as Celica kind of follows the group of people. Talks to them for a bit. Touches one of their foreheads. And then they all kind of like awkwardly backpedal away from her and then jog away as she just stares at them. Doric, you're talking with your mom. Yes, Doric, I heard, so you've made a decision. What is it?
I think, given the festival, it would be a good idea to hold like a little funeral for our friend.
I agree. Did you decide on which way he would best like to be sent off?
Remind me of the options.
There's the standard burial, in the ground, internment. We could also create a pyre for him, and the one you probably are most familiar with in town is just send him on his way down the River of Spirits, of course.
Well, actually, Mom, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but let's be real. What happens to the bodies when we send them down the river? Do we actually find them? Is there evidence of their, internment in the earth?
You know how the forest is. It is very difficult to maneuver. There's not really any point of trying to follow where they go. If I'm being honest with you, the animals of the forest probably handle them and bring their essence back to nature.
Our friend was exceptionally anti-undead. So I think perhaps a pyre would be preferred. So, I mean, I don't think anyone is going to try to abuse the sanctity of life when it comes to him, but
Of course, and
I
that
think it would be
fits well
fitting.
with the days we have. We can prepare one tonight if you would like.
That would be nice.
Would you like Claire Kosira to speak, or will you handle it yourselves? One of the druids to speak? It is up to you.
Dork will actually lean to Ember to say, did Lawrence ever mention what power he served?
Not specifically, I feel.
He did,
that
actually.
was... Oh,
It was Helm before.
It was.
Yeah, it was Helm before.
it was, yeah, we remember Helm, but then he kind of
Yeah.
became...
The
new
grave.
The guy's
see
dead.
the second one. He spoke with something, and then another something from the core of Ferocity.
I
I
don't
know about the
really...
core ferocity, but like,
I don't really think there's a specific cleric that could kind of
It was
speak to
like
him.
it was like the hunt of the night, or like the spirit of the hunt, or something like that. It was very
yeah, there's the spirit of the hunt, but also like he Lawrence chose to serve the entity of the
was-
grave.
Oh, this is Lily.
Mm.
This is not when. This is when you were not here.
God,
Uh,
okay, I'm out of date.
Yeah, there was a period where Lawrence was actually talking with something that represented the cycle of life.
Oh, slut.
okay. Prayer slut.
Just talking around to some deities and patrons. All right, that's all.
You hit that slot so hard.
That's one that my girlfriend and I will throw around for stuff like that. It's like, oh, and then I talked to so many
Crazy.
people today, and be like, slut,
Pulling myself out religiously.
pretty much.
Well, I need to pull up my notes and remember his name. Don't tell me. I know what it is. Kosira. Well, I know that Kosira follows this, what is he called? Lathander?
That's right. Lathander of rebirth and sunlight.
But our friend, don't remember the name of the deity he followed. It was all about cycle of life and the grave. Definitely not Lathander. I think I would have heard that before. But maybe, I don't know. What was that?
I don't think it was me. Also, perhaps, like I kind of looked at Dorg's mom. Can one of us speak instead? I feel that's more.
Absolutely.
Personal.
He's your friend and you're departed. We will allow you to do whatever you want.
I think that's better.
I can also talk if you'd like. I mean, you and I are the ones here that, knew him the best.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know if I have the strength to talk. You might have to do it.
I can do it if you'd like.
Please,
I
Ember.
You
know
can
you're
always
good with
write.
words, but
Ember, you should write it.
that's a good idea.
At least a
Ember's
section.
words and your voice.
I'm not really much of a writer. I let the words flow out my mouth.
Could you say it to yourself and then write it?
I mean, I suppose I have also been writing a book, so that is counterintuitive. Me saying I'm not a good writer.
How about this? Before the ceremony, you can toss around some ideas, think about it, and then when the time comes, just let me know if you're okay. And if not, I'll say a few words myself.
Okay,
You don't have to.
let's do that then. Yes.
I will also lean over to my mother and say, by the way, it's a dry funeral.
Understood. We will get the preparations in set. The body is already prepared.
I think he's in the cabin, right?
Right. Yeah. It's being preserved with druidic magic.
Yes. Before we left, we had an ally of the river pods cast a preservation spell on it.
Very well.
If you could gather a few people to help with that, I don't think I'd rather not help with that myself, to be honest.
Of course.
But I can show you where.
And for you.
And one last thing, Mum.
Yeah, of course.
Is there anyone you know who wears like a red cloak around?
Ed? No. We don't do red here. That would stand out too much.
No, very contrasting with the woods. Just asking.
a reason.
Oh,
I just thought I'd ask.
was it red during Whispers? Was it red?
No?
Okay,
don't
yeah,
think-
I only had cloaked.
No, it's not red.
Oh.
Dork, that is a very unique question, and I think you're lying to me.
We just saw someone. A friend said that he saw someone just being all awkward wearing a red cloak. So I just thought I'd ask.
Saw them
Like
where,
some
dear?
here?
Where here?
Off in like near the woods. Like pointing like the general direction.
Well, I will keep an eye out, I guess.
I mean, I'm not trying to like concern you, just thought I'd ask.
It could just be, I don't know, it could just be someone wearing a red cloak, dear.
I know, that's why I was asking. I'm not trying to like make a thing. You know, you have things to do. I'll talk to you later, Mum.
Thank
It's also
you.
possible I made them up because of alcohol withdrawal syndromes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll get the preparations ready for sundown.
Alright, I'll see you then.
And you guys depart. I would like to probably take a break, and we can skip to the funeral at the start of the end of the start of the end of the break. When we come back,
Oh, yeah.
unless
Yeah,
anyone wants to
good.
do anything
Okay.
else in between.
Doric, after his mom and the other Girvinians or whatever have cleared away from the carriage, Doric is gonna get his gear on, and he's going to go investigate the edges of the town
All right.
invisibly.
Okay. We'll resolve that when we come back.
Yay.
Is everyone back and ready to begin?
Yeah.
Yep.
We resume. Yeah, so Dork, give me a perception check.
Yeah, specifically, Doric is going to put on his gear, put on his hood, and right as he leaves, he's going to cast invisibility on himself.
Where are
using
you running up to?
Is Celicus stopping him?
Yeah, I'm curious. Where are you running up to?
Oh, hang on. Timer went off. One minute.
No, you're standing right in front of me. Why can you not tell me?
The cabin's microwave is going off.
It's okay. Nothing will burn. It's evaporating water. It's okay. Stop stressing out. The beep will stop happening.
All right. Well, listen, the thing that Ember said he saw earlier about someone spying on people wearing a red cloak, that just it might be nothing, but I still want to check, especially if this person is coming across my home. I'm just gonna go out for a bit, make sure I'm not seen by anyone, at least by normal means, and fly around.
I'm gonna use Rary's telepathic bond, and we'll psychically link in case you need anything.
Oh, well, that actually is a good idea.
Just it's done in an hour, so once that's up, I can't do anything for you. But let me know if anything important happens. I'm going to be helping with the preparations.
Very well. I'll also, if anyone hears an explosion in the woods, including you, that'll be a signal that something bad has happened.
Okay, but let me know a little beforehand if you can.
Then I'll try. All right.
Have a good time.
Dork,
Good luck.
he'll just wave and put up his hood and cast invisibility on himself as he leaves the cabin.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Come on, dice. Work with me. Ooh. You know what? I'm actually going to use Flash of Genius to make this a 23.
23. You investigate, and also give me an investigation check.
And an investigation check.
Or survival check, up to you.
I'm going to use investigation. Dirty 20. No, wait. 25.
Okay. You start at the spot where Ember pointed out this cloaked figure. There is no indication that there is anyone in this area, and there is interestingly no indication that you can find that anyone ever was in this area. You keep an eye out for broken twigs, crunched leaves, footprints, nothing. You circle around the town. Doesn't take you too long, maybe 20 minutes. You're carefully sneaking through the woods.
I'm flying.
You're flying. Even better.
Yes, I'm flying and I'm invisible.
There is nothing.
One sec. I will. Can I try and find a ranger in the town?
Sure, yeah.
Can I just ask them? I'll hop out of invisibility before
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
before I like approach them, not to freak them out.
All right.
I was just gonna ask them if they've seen anybody wearing like a red cloak anywhere.
Nope, can't say that I have.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. This is not really coming from anywhere, just trying to reassure some people, but just be on the lookout, especially as of late, in case there's anyone, snooping around outside of the town.
It's pretty hard for people who don't deserve to be here to get here. I think you know my job pretty well, so
I do. I'm
yeah.
not questioning that. It's just, I don't know. Things have been strange as of late. Can never be too careful, even if this is geared fine.
Hey, I will not be alarmed, but I will be on alarm, I suppose.
Good on ya. And Dirk will hop in the air and go invisible again.
No.
I didn't leave. I heard that. I'm just
Huh?
invisible.
Didn't say anything.
Dick. And he'll fly off.
Okay. The hours go by. Salika, you have not heard anything from Doric, and right as your time is about to run out, Doric comes back to the cabin. You guys do your mental preparations for the events ahead, and as the sun starts to go down, you make your way to the make your way through the town, kind of peering out for where the pyre has been set up, and you eventually find it on the druidic side of town. There is a small gathering of people. There is currently the pyre has been built, and there is a body with a very nicely or ornately woven piece of fabric covering the body. And there are currently people starting to gather. It sounds like either Neris or your mother has made an announcement. There is a memorial. I'm assuming you guys make your way over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andoric is going to, I guess, in preparation for the funeral, he is going to like clean up, like, and polish parts of the metal parts of his armor, and he's going to wear his like adventuring gear as that'll be his nice clothes for the event.
Celica will have braided her hair extra delicately and intricately this time, and is willing to do so for others.
I would recommend that if you would like to join the watch together, there is some very good music that I picked out.
He wants us dead.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I will try it. So far, my connection's been good, so
No
I will
worries.
test it out.
It will be in the recording regardless.
If Celica will braid Lohengrin's hair, he would love that. But he's gonna
Of
put on
course.
his tabard so he's not like half naked.
You're so considerate.
Don't need my abs out at the funeral.
Slut.
I mean, on that, no.
Okay, I'm in there.
Everyone is dressed to solemnly walk down. There's been an area cleared for the four of you that or there's been an area reserved for the four of you, and your mother is dressed in all black with kind of like green vines kind of woven into the gown, and Neris is dressed in a very dark forest green with black, kind of what looks like black roots that creep up the from the base of the pants.
I would think because it's getting dark. Dork's cloak will probably have shifted to black, so that's fitting. If not, he could just use prestidigitation to like recolor it.
Your mother, Doric, will gesture the four of you up, or at least Ember will be gestured up. If you would like, you can remove the covering, or you can keep it in place. It's up to you.
I would like to keep the covering.
Same here. Okay, chicken.
We are gathered here at this moment to remember and send off a dear companion of my son and his friends. It brought me joy to have him return, and it was clear that he was carrying a heavy burden, and with this we aim to relieve him and his traveling companions of that burden. They have asked to speak words, and I would like everyone to heed them well and take them to heart. I know most of you may not know these members, but you know my son Doric, and his friends are friends of all of ours, including the departed. Ember, Doric, whomever would like to speak, the time is yours.
I kind of look at Don and go, I can try to go first.
And Dork will like pat him on the arm and let him go forward.
What did you say?
Dork will like pat him on the arm and nod.
Awesome. How far away from the body am I?
I'd say you're probably 10 feet away, considering that you were brought up already to ask if you wanted to remove the covering or not.
Emma just kind of takes a moment. And I think this is probably the first time at least Doric has ever seen Ember in any way seems to struggle in front of a crowd. Just kind of stares for a long moment and goes, it's perhaps a stereotype to just call him a good man. Because it doesn't do him justice. Me, and he wasn't just a good man, he was... He taught me what a good man was. He exemplified goodness and kindness. Even showed it to a jaded street kid who had nothing but grief and hate in his heart. And it... I think for the first time, probably, since Lawrence died, you see tears start flowing down Ember's cheeks. And... he kind of looks over to you, Doric, and just kind of actually motions you forward to him.
Dork will, at the first sign, will come forward to you.
He just kind of leans in and says, I can't do it. Please do it for me. Can't. Don't make me.
Dork will
say
just
goodbye.
like... Dork will just like pat him on the side. Like, that's alright. Do you want to stay here with me, or do you want to go over to everyone else?
I'll stay.
Alright. Dork will turn to the crowd and just say, Lawrence was a complicated man. That I won't lie about. I thought I understood him at first, and as I got to know him, he was a man that was constantly trying to better himself. Trying to better himself, even with a past that was constantly haunting him. I don't think he ever claimed to be a good man. He simply tried. He tried to be the best sort of person that anyone needed, especially in this mess of a land that we live in. From Fedor all the way to Tano. I don't know if he ever forgave himself for the awful things in his past. I don't really know. He never really spoke of it much. But he simply made an effort, even to the very end, to be the person that he always wanted to be. And that's kind of all we can always do. So with that, I hope that you all sort of try to be better like that. No matter who you are, no matter how great and wise you think you are, there's always a better person that you could be. This man's name was Lawrence Colmer, and it still is. I ask that all of you remember that name, and hells, make an effort and write it down at least, and never let it be forgotten. That's all I want to say.
The Archdruid Neris whispers to you, Ember. It's ready for your fire. You look down at the pile of logs intricately arranged, the wood imbued with a slight silver glow. And you feel, you look at your hands, the warmth that has always emanated from your hands. You feel water fall upon them from your face.
Ulrich is going to put his hand on Ember's elbow, and he is also going to take out his family's hammer and sort of he'll make like the head of it glow with heat as well, but he'll stay with Ember.
I just put my hand forward towards the pyre. I just kind of whisper under my breath privately. It's between me and Lawrence. Goodbye, my love. I cast Produce Flame and send a little ember towards the fire to burn his body.
The ember catches. The fire builds, the glow spreading from log to log. A brilliant red and white flame. As the river flows to the sea, its water will fall from the clouds once more upon our faces. No longer a river, so too will the dead grace us in the form of nature. With this farewell, we release Lawrence, keeping his memories of his actions in this life close to our hearts so that he is never gone, never truly gone. Flame builds higher. You feel the warmth on your faces, like a close hug of a large man. The glow lights up the area of the town, brighter and further, so that everyone is embraced by it. Sit there and let it wash over you. I think we'll take another short little break. My goodness. Oh,
Who's cutting on you?
You are
What-
now joining as we are all having a small cry break.
Oh.
Just
it's like the second time in this campaign I've cried.
yeah,
Hug.
we have just gave Lawrence his funeral.
I'm good. I'm good.
No.
I
The
was
music
good.
really helped.
I thought I was good, and then Doric gave a speech, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. And then you said Ember, and I was like, oh, damn it, man. Oh, damn
Felt too
it.
good. I had to do it.
It was very
Had to be
good.
done.
Oh boy.
Stories, man.
So sad Nat's not here.
Yeah.
I know. I've been DMing her throughout the session. I'm just being like,
Oh, really?
man, I miss playing with you.
I know
This is a good session.
I know she'll listen to it. So
Yeah, no, she's
I
like,
know.
I'm excited to listen to the playback. I'm like, oh, you don't know. You don't know. Real shit.
Also eating, so give me a second.
Cries over chicken.
Yeah.
I gotta season this. Didn't get enough salt on it.
I think I'm ready. I'll come back to it. Is everyone here and ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So night comes. I don't know how long you guys want to stay by the pyre, but it does eventually calm down to just a nice, comfortable warmth as the embers just remain.
Doric will definitely stay.
Whatever enchantment was put upon the logs, nothing remains.
Like no ash, no nothing.
There are ashes, but it was a clean.
Got it. Got it.
So.
I think Celica will be the first to head back if no one else does. Just give the folks who really knew him some time if they need it.
I do think that Ember at least is gonna stay there, sitting in silence with Doric for a while at least.
Do you want to collect some of the ashes to keep with?
Is that a thing people do?
Some people. I mean,
Eh,
Lawrence always kept that notebook full of other people's names, even if he didn't know them. Sort of think like that.
true, but I'll always have his name, and Ember actually has taken like a bundle of papers, the book he was writing about them. Goes, I have this. It's my way to remember him. And you do see kind of at the front page, that scribble out the humble heroes, and it does says the Legend of Lawrence. It's a workshop title. Hey, I have my own way of remembering.
Well, you guys can stay there for as long as you want. Lohengrin and Celica, you guys went back to the cabin?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Leonard will hang out for a little bit, but he will, when he sees Celica leave, he leaves.
Doric will only leave if Ember is good with it, wants to be alone.
No, you can stay. It's fine.
All right. Doric will just stay as long as Ember does.
At some point, you guys make your way back, but you have as much time as you want with him. But when you do head back, you guys get a well-deserved night's sleep. Ember, for the first time in a while, you can actually finally mark off 1 point of exhaustion.
Hey,
And the night is calm. Morning eventually comes. Make sure you take a long rest in case you actually used anything. I think it was only Celica and Doric that
I
used
used some
things.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Morning comes. It is the last day of the burning. And Doric, it's a special day for you.
Fitting. A celebration of life right after a funeral.
Perhaps art imitates life.
Happy time of being born.
52 years on this realm.
She'll just kind of like lean back and say, I forget we are closer in age than I usually think.
No, gnomes reach maturity at different ages than humans, but that's still years.
What I would give for more years.
I don't know. You know what they say about living for a long time?
What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what is it? Do they say?
Well, you live for a long time. You end up seeing a lot of friends leave you. I
Perhaps.
guess that's a
Yep.
truth that you gotta live with when, you might live a couple 100 years.
Very depressing way to start the morning.
No, well, let's look at it this way then, since today is going to be let's try to have a happier day. Just appreciate what we have now so that we have a happier future.
We established that Doric was born on this day back the second time that you guys visited Shirok. We're on
God
session
damn.
50. Playing the long game here.
Things just kind of work out like that.
Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. I love that.
Is this the day where we burn stuff?
Is the day when
I
we burn
believe so.
stuff.
Okay.
Or do you have stuff you're going to burn?
I've thought about it, and yes, I do have something.
You make your way to the center of town after your breakfast, and the bonfire, the unlit bonfire. The pile of stuff is there, ready to be lit whenever the celebration calls for it. There are still people putting last-minute things onto it. Lohengrin, what do you place?
Lohengrin is gonna take what looks like a silver, it's probably like bronze, like a flask, off of his belt. It has a holy symbol from his home country, so I don't know if it would be recognizable to anyone. But he'll turn it over in his hands a little bit, and then he'll just set it in between the logs.
Why don't we see? Everyone make a religion check.
I fail.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
6.
All right, Moss, do you think a 21 is enough knowledge to recognize this logo?
I mean,
It's up to you.
in my brain, it's not a rare religion in his country.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Dork can recognize it if you want.
Yeah. Am I
So this,
explaining it?
I don't know what the symbol is, so
No, you're
yes.
good, you're good. It's just oh, I don't know much about D&D related. It's Doric, from what you know, it is just it's very into like being righteous. They're very anti necromancy, anti undead. It's more of like a cultural sort of practice thing.
And maybe Dork doesn't know the exact name of the deity, but knows what it represents, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Dork will not. You'll look with interest, but he won't say anything. Nor will he judge. It's well, it's what the whole day is sort of about. I think Dork is going to. Let's see. Dork is going to pull out a set of chains and a padlock, and he is going to set them on. They're a set of chains that, at least Ember will be familiar with. They are sort of, if you look closely enough, the chains are like inlaid with a tiny, like little filigrees of gold. But Dork will place the chains upon the pyre. He doesn't care if it's not going to burn all the way, but it's more of the symbol.
Dork, you do know that this is a ritual that has been performed many times in your lifetime. Whatever they do to the fire, magical enchantment, it does burn. Anything in this
Awesome.
pyre is going to be gone.
And he's also going to like pat around his body and like, wait, I just had a thought. He was going to pull out a a small ring and just kind of look at it in a little bit of disgust, and he will haphazardly just flick the ring like a coin into the pyre as he's going to give up the band of loyalty that he got from the Black
Ooh.
Feathers.
Right, yeah. I believe there's two others in the party. I don't remember who has those or where they went. So
I think Dork took them, or at least one of them.
yeah, we'll say if someone doesn't have it in your inventory, then either you don't have it or you lost it. So, right.
And lastly, he will also take out 4 very simple wands from Carceri, and he's going to place all of them into the pyre. Because
the ones that do like 1 point of damage and they cast Mage Hand and
they don't work in the material plane.
oh, did they not? I thought they did.
No, you ruled that they don't work.
I don't remember that.
That's funny.
It's also his
Dork
adventure.
remembered.
It's all those wands are from the adventure where they said goodbye to Anubis, so this is also fitting. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Celica will walk up and kind of run her hands over the quarterstaff that she's been carrying, and just gently set it onto the pyre.
Doric, you typically know that the pyre is lit at high sun, noon. You have maybe about an hour until then. Any plans, or are we gathering for the lighting?
Lohengrin's gonna want to stay by it until it's gone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Doric can stay. If the party is staying and nobody else has plans, Doric, in light of the occasion, Doric will like introduce a couple of the townsfolk and also like family members to like Ember, Celica, and Lohengrin.
Yeah, a lot of people come up and express their condolences to you guys after last night. Ember, I would imagine, maybe that some people come up and ask Ember about, some of your fondest memories with Lawrence. If you are willing to opine upon that, you can.
I do think Ember shares, but what he shares is also like an over-the-top storytelling version of the events. It's
Of course.
Got the
not
signature
quite the
Ember
truth.
flair.
Give me a
Yeah.
performance check.
Pleasure. It's gonna be a 30 for me, man.
You you get your vibe back. You are in the groove, and while you're telling these stories, you feel good. And you're sober. Eventually noon comes. A trio of people come by and simultaneously light the pyre on three sides, so that it spreads symmetrically in this triangle fashion up these large, basically entire trees that have been cut down to create like a tent shape. They run up the length of those logs to the top and then smolder out along the surface of the cone of memories, both good and bad. And it catches and goes up like a torch. For the rest of the afternoon, the entire thing burns, and there are people that are kind of just all around it. Some are dancing, some are crying. Many people are telling stories about what they threw into the fire, and even more people continue to, throw small pieces of paper into the fire as it blazes, and the draft carries those papers high into the sky as they burn out. Doric, your mother comes over at some point, surprising you with a great big hug, and says, "Happy birthday, my son. I'm sorry it had to be in such circumstances, but you look happy."
Well, I think it's fitting. But I'm fine.
Right, good. I'm glad you could make it here for the festival. Are you still planning on leaving so soon?
I know you want me to stay or late even longer, and I would like to as well, but well, people really need us. Osrin doesn't sound like it's doing good, and I think we're really the only ones who know what's going on.
I couldn't be prouder.
By the way, would you or any of the other druids, even Neris, any of you be able to, transport us across vast distances, including our carriage? Even just over the cleaving range, that's all.
Varys can, certainly. She knows a spell that can get you between trees as long as she knows where the tree is. Likely to Likely to the edge of the forest, if need be.
Well,
So you, just as the DM speaking to you guys, you do have business in High's Call. From my memory.
What did we need? Do we need to check up on a different tribe?
technically,
I believe you were going to try and meet with the Cairn Briar to assess necromancy. If you've changed your mind, that is perfectly fine.
yes. But
To
we don't.
us.
We don't really have an explicit location on where they're staying, though, right?
You know where their clan is, yeah. The Cairn Briar
Oh,
are
we do?
not nomadic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only the Riverpaw and the Mosshide are nomadic. The others have villages that they live in.
We
Of a
do
sort.
have. We do have a little bit of business that can take us a bit north. I'll have to make a call first.
I think she can reliably get you to the edge of the forest in whichever direction you want. If you are able... actually, let me check on something. Scrying is a druid spell. If you can describe a place to her good enough, there's a chance she can get you there. But it really depends. It's much difficult to send you to a place that she has not been to herself.
Aye, that makes sense. I won't even try to wrap my head around advanced teleportation. But I will make a note to.
Celica can.
I'm going to.
What?
I was saying,
She
Celica, you can
can.
wrap your head around advanced teleportation.
Not right now.
How...
Stop.
When can Scions change their spells? Is it on a level up or a long rest?
Level up because you let me.
Okay.
But I did not change it out for that. I kept I think I kept regenerate.
Yep, that's fine. Right.
I have to ask. I'm gonna. I mean, Volkor said that she would put us in touch with the Cairnbriar matriarch, right?
I believe so.
And then after the battle, she kind of just left. So we're kind of going off of her word, right?
I believe so. You would assume. There are certain spells that you can use to communicate with people. I don't know if anyone in this party has them.
Lohengrin or Celica, do any of you know how to cast the spell of sending? Or just send a message vast distances to people you might not know?
Certainly not.
No.
Well, Hengrin can potentially... Hengrin can change spells out on a long rest. So if this is something that you want to do, I will let you.
Maybe sometimes if I think on things hard enough in the night, I'm able to change my abilities, so
As a cleric, it's kind of just like you pray, you spend some time meditating, and you focus on which spells you want to, use for that day.
What miracle shall I perform today?
Give me a blessing.
Sending is a 3rd level cleric spell, which I believe you should have.
All right. Well, that's good. Potentially, I
Scrying.
could just, use the send and stone I have to do a little game of telephone, or play a little game of send and stone between people.
Scrying is also a useful spell that is a 5th level cleric spell. I don't know if you have 5th level spells.
I have some, and I'm cleric 9, so
I have scrying, but I can't use it.
Yeah. That's the benefit
I
of
have
being
5th
a
level
cleric.
cleric spells.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so long rest. Lohengrin will
Also,
rough his head a little bit.
you probably could have discussed this right before you guys went to bed, or in the morning, and take a long rest. You just take some time. You can prepare it for today. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Let me change my character sheet real quick.
And what is exactly the query we are going there for? I do not remember the necromancy.
I didn't say necromancy.
I did.
What the hell are we doing here?
I can tell you later. When he's not going to talk about that around his mom.
I think,
he doesn't want to worry her anymore.
All of this was out of character, because I think Doric was going to try and send you guys direct to Osrin. Or something like that. And I was like, well, remember, you mentioned this before. So.
Yeah, I just didn't know how that was going to work.
Well,
I had actually only prepared 12 out of my 14 spell slots. I didn't even need to change anything.
Nice.
Okay, I have the both.
Yeah, so, I mean, Doric, you're not exactly sure how it would go, but if you want to do something, you can do it. This is D&D. You can certainly try.
He will tell his mother, I'll have to discuss with everyone else about our plan, but we could definitely use Neris's help in at least getting us a head start out of the Great Forest. That will help us be on our way a little bit quicker. Speaking of traveling through the forest, Mother, are you aware of the green dragon living around here?
There's many things in this forest I am not aware of. I don't let it concern me. It's unsurprising that there's a green dragon in the forest. It is where they live.
I just... Ugh.
Did you meet it?
Don't freak out. Yes, we met it and spoke with it.
He was very polite.
Cordial, at least. I would use cordial.
Like,
still,
many dragons,
threatening.
But
there was a heavy threatening undertone to everything.
Oh yes, definitely.
That is the least surprising thing I could possibly have heard.
Had a very lovely garden, though. I will say that. Very nice garden.
Maybe I will pay them a visit.
No. Please don't.
Joke, Doric.
Okay, good, because they will try to add you to their collection of little agents.
No, before you leave, I would like you to mark the general area of this dragon on a map, so that we can avoid sending rangers out there.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a little general dotted line of where we traveled through, right?
Yep.
Well, I can... Yeah, he'll at least do that for his mother.
Yeah. So, what is the plan on your guys' departure?
When we have a little bit of privacy, Dork will gather everyone and guess he'll do a little rundown. All right, so with what happened at the town, with all the clans gathering together, well, no one seems to really know exactly how these soul lanterns work. Ever. There is a Knoll clan called the Cairnbriars who are experts in technically necromancy, but specifically a type of necromancy that has to do with the soul. I don't remember.
Psychomancy.
Psychomancy. We actually met a psychomancer in Krobin. Probably from the Cairnbriars. But anyway, one of the matriarchs we ran into offered to give us an introduction to the Cairnbriars, perhaps even their matriarch, since we helped her out a bit. So I would like to ask them a bit of advice on the nature of these lanterns. If we can either free the souls in them or just do something with them. So our goal is to try to find the Cairnbriars, their general location, and do so safely, as I'm certain everyone is still literally up in arms with what happened recently.
Yes. Do we know the general location? How far is it to our original goal?
The
Dork.
general location?
Yeah, Dork, you
Go
do
ahead.
know the general location. The time you've spent with the Riverpaw, you did get a general idea of where the other clans are. At least the non-nomadic ones. So you have a general idea. Not specific though. Maybe, a 25-mile radius.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You have to do a little searching, but you know that the Cairnbriar clan is pretty much directly in between Gearvine and Osrin.
yeah, I'm just looking at the map right now.
Yeah,
Well,
let me
luckily,
zoom in a little. World map. There we go.
the Cairnbriar clan should be basically in between here and Osrin, so that would be very good for time.
That's very useful.
Perhaps even along the way we can send an update to, well, anyone in Osrin. Pretty sure before we left Krobin, Morrigan and his party were going to head there. Perhaps we can try and check in with them and see if they're still there. I know it's been about a month.
Yes, that also does worry me a little, the little time skip we did.
I know, I can't even imagine how many other things have changed.
We still have a moon left, right? Did anybody check that last night?
The
Yes,
sky
I
was
saw it. You're
clear.
okay.
She lied.
The moon is conscious and I can
Oh my
feel
god,
it.
Celica is just tough, isn't she?
Yeah.
She and her have a special relationship.
That's tough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Yes, you do have one moon still. Basically, when you look into the night sky, there's one very bright white moon that is very similar to Earth's Luna. And there is also the shattered remains of Rutar that are, at this point now, pretty much a full ring around the planet that you can see sparkling bright in sunset and sunrise.
All right. Well, my idea is that either we can use ascending to contact the at least the matriarch of the Moss Hides, Matriarch Vokor, to at least give us, I don't know, the clearance to even approach the Cairn Briars without them, killing us.
So I like not being killed.
That is a good idea, yeah. Hopefully they'll, recognize some of us if we run into anyone else. Any of the clans that won't kill us on sight.
Yes.
Isn't the was it the Black Fangs? Their matriarch tried to bite me, right?
Their matriarch is the one that was, yes, severely injured.
Blown up.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not very friendly with anyone, right?
Let me check.
So even Vokor was just like, yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah, Rook Tnok, Blackfang is the matriarch. No, they typically... you actually know Doric. How long ago was this? Let me see. Timeline. Shit, was this before or after? Attack. Spirit, Astro Random. Yeah, Doric, you would know that there was once an alliance between the Blackfang and the Stoneclaw before the Stoneclaw were wiped out.
I see. And the Stoneclaw were pretty peaceful, right?
Not necessarily. They were strong, sturdy. They were known to be foolhardy. They weren't as brash as the Blackfang, but they were just as much as a threat.
Okay. So they're especially a bit upset with
Yeah, if you
any
think of
non-gnolls.
the Blackfang are basically the barbarians, and the Stoneclaw were like fighters in a vague analogy.
Okay.
And you know that alliance was known as the Bond of Blood.
Ominous.
You know of
All right.
two other bonds: the Bond of the Reviled, which are the Grimfur and Mosshide, have an alliance, and the Bond of Leaves, which is the Mosshide and Riverpaw, which have an alliance.
We know them. Right. We'll try to contact Vokor first. And if we somehow can't, we can always use Dork's Sending Stone that goes directly to Kertir. And then she can put us into contact with people. Maybe we can even contact her to travel at least. See where she's heading.
You can certainly try. All right, are you
Alright.
heading to the Archmage? Or the Archdruid?
It's still the last day of the burning, right?
That's right. Or are you going to stay the night and leave in the morning?
Probably my idea was leaving the day after Dork's birthday.
Okay. Well, you guys can stay another night. I don't have any plans, so unless you guys have plans, we can skip. I am planning on ending the session once you guys leave town, so...
I got nothing left here.
Nope, I'm
I mean,
good.
do we want to try to make contact with Vokor?
Sure, yeah, but that's what we need to do before we leave. Yeah, let's knock it out.
Yeah, I would rather do that before we ask Vokor. Not Vokor. before we ask Neris for a teleport. Or a tree stride, at least.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So, Lohengrin.
Yes.
Can you send a message to Matriarch Vokor of the Mosshide clan? I can describe her to you if you want.
Yes, please describe her.
All right. Well, she's a great big. Aren't they brown hyenas? Or, no, striped hyenas.
Striped hyenas, yeah. Let's see. Sending. You send a short message to a creature you have met, or a creature described to you by someone who has met it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She's a great big striped gnoll.
What's a null?
A
The
gnoll.
people we saw before?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, Lohengrin has
You've
met
never-
gnolls.
He's met them. I don't know if he knows the name for the race.
You know,
I'll cast silent image of what she looked of.
Oh, perfect.
Vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see
okay.
a towering hyena lady.
oh yeah, that's perfect.
She is 8 feet tall. She's draped in green and black with a gold mask that covers her forehead and eyes. She has a long mohawk of gray, brown, tan, and black hair. And she looks angry at you, even though it's just an illusion.
Well, that's pretty accurate.
Oh, like the warriors of before.
Yes. Just remember that she is a null matriarch. They're very particular about people respecting them. Especially her. She is quite fearsome. So if you could send her a message, a formal message that Dork Proudsmith seeks the Cairn Briars and how to make contact with them.
Okay. Should I just say that Dork Proudsmith seeks the?
How about this? Matriarch Vokor of Clan Mosshide. Dork Proudsmith seeks Clan Cairnbriar and safe passage if you
Actually,
can.
Dork, if it's not too difficult, I will simply repeat every word you say after I cast the spell.
Okay.
Okay. I'm casting it now.
Matriarch Vokor of
Matriarch
Clan
Vokor
Mosshide.
of Clan Losshide.
Dork Proudsmith
Dork Proudsmith
seeks passage and the
seeks
location
passage and the location
of Clan Cairnbriar,
of Clan Cairnbriar,
if possible.
if possible.
Will be outside. No, wait. Will be on northern end of Great Forest.
Out of words.
Will be on northern end of Great Forest.
Yeah, that's enough.
Ooh, I let out like a sigh.
You get a response back. I don't know who this is, but tell Doric the forest, the north end of the forest is large.
They said they don't know who I am, but to tell you, Doric, that the north side of the forest is large.
I said north end of the forest.
Yeah, the north end of the forest is very large. Or
Maybe they think you don't know the place.
Right. Do you have it in you to send another?
Yes, I can send 2 more, but after that, I think that's its limits.
All right. Hopefully that's enough. Are
Okay,
you
I'm
ready for
gonna.
another one?
Yes, starting now.
Apologies, matriarch.
Apologies, matriarch.
I meant the northern edge
I meant
of
the
the Great
northern
Forest.
edge of the Great
The
Forest.
same. That's
What?
the same
That's
shit.
the same. That's the same thing you just said.
That's the same shit.
The very edge of the forest, I mean.
Do you
What?
know
The
how many
very
miles one
edge
hex
of the
is?
The
forest, I mean.
forest edge is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 150
All right, how
miles
about
long.
this?
Yeah, like it's so
Can I
broad.
restart?
We'll
I
meet you
restart then?
we'll meet you under the S on the map.
Yeah, exactly. Can I restart then? If to make
Yes, go ahead.
we more
Yes.
clear. All right,
Okay, we'll
restart.
start now.
Apologies, matriarch.
Apologies, matriarch.
We shall be
We shall be
at the fork in the road
at the fork in the road
north of the forest tomorrow.
north of the forest tomorrow.
This is still Doric, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
This is still Doric, by the way. His words. And I'm going to drop the spell if I'm allowed to do that early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mark that bad
This
boy out.
is the last. What's the word?
Sending?
No. But
This
like
is
the last thing,
time.
the last thing we owe you. This is the last thing we owe
Favor?
you. The last. Yeah, that's it. This is the last favor we will grant you. We will look at the fork. We will be at the fork at midnight. It is
Midnight.
dangerous.
All right.
Next midnight.
Oh, okay. Next midnight, then. I'm guessing Lohengrin tells us that.
I would assume. I would hope.
Next midnight, so get packed up tomorrow, see where Neris can take us. Maybe hide out for a bit.
Doesn't sound like a terrible plan.
Let's see how far Neris can, like, get us to the fork in the road, and maybe we can spend tomorrow relaxing, maybe? I do kind of want to start another project of mine. I've been thinking about making another gun.
How many guns do one man need?
Well, I did experiment with a new firing system right before we got, captured and by the gnolls and went to the Feywilds. I do know how to improve upon a design.
I do not mean to be pushy, but I would like to make our way towards wherever we are going next to get to Osrin rather quickly. It seems that I have business to attend to there, and the sooner the better.
Was the those seekers, the person that they spoke of, did you recognize them?
Just take a deep breath and say, yes, that is the person I've been hunting for the past 6 years.
Oh, you're hunting someone.
Loosely, and it seems I have stumbled upon a trail that I may follow.
All right, I understand that. Definitely. We'll make preparations tonight and see how soon Neris can take us there.
Neris was ready to take you there 14 minutes ago.
Yeah, I thought we were
Yeah.
leaving today.
All right, so you guys pack up. Doric, you lock your workshop up. Bring Dearest along. Bring any tools that you think you might need for your travels.
He will make sure to lock the windows as well.
You make your way to Neris, and to save time, Neris agrees to send you guys to the northern tip of the forest. That is typically where she sends the seekers that go north. Anyway, so she has a special tree that she uses, and she is ready to send you guys off when you guys are ready to go.
Let's do it!
All right. Farewell,
Let's move on.
Gearvine.
Right. With that, you give everyone you love a good hug. You give one last look. Neris, with very little effort, opens the side of the tree that contains the tavern. And you lead Shrimp Po' Boy, Clementine, and Donkey Delight through the tree. Almost instantly, you emerge out of another similarly large tree, still deep within the forest. No idea where you are, but based on the path of the sun, you have a general idea of where to go. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Yay!
Good job, everyone. Doric, you get inspiration for your birthday.
And for this
Inspiration.
Happy birthday to you.
Where's my presents? No one got me a present.
Your presents are our presents.
Oh, well.
Exactly.
My present was those 2 spell slots.
Yeah, almost all of my third level spells.
Lohengrin does not have many spells. Lohengrin has... Don't you have, like, a lot of spell slots, but, like, all of your spells are, like, lower level?
Well, he's multi-class, and
Right,
it's a pretty generous split. It's 9 cleric, 6 sorcerer.
Right. So, yeah, all of your upper spell slots can only be, like, upcasted spells.
Yeah, and he is also just not that educated, so he's not gonna get the crazy spell that makes a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But all right, you guys have completed the Gearvine mini arc. You guys completely skipped over all of the encounters I had planned for the forest, so good job.
Yay!
Fuck your life.
No, I mean, we're at that level where it's you guys could be
I mean, we still
teleporting
got the
around the
dragon.
map.
We got the bug fruit.
No, I meant like on your. I expected you guys to have to navigate your way through the forest on your way out too.
No, we got magic.
Oh, I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
that's fine. That's fine. It saves us time.
Throttle
And
people.
keeps Nat
Friends in
to.
high places.
Yeah, well, I did give you guys an archdruid, so
And it was my birthday.
it is your birthday. Yeah, that was your birthday gift. But it is very late. Thank you, especially Lords. Thank you for staying a little late. I really hope this. I'm very glad you guys RP'd that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Thank you so much for RPing this very emotional session. I hope it was as fulfilling and moving as it was to me as it is for you. I got
It
that
was great.
backwards, but
It was awesome. I
was.
loved it.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks
Thank
for the
you.
development. It's been a while.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, players. Thank you, spectators. As always, I cannot wait to play with you guys again. And
thank you, Dan.
we will meet up next time.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.